Happy Monday. Let's get it. Clients from fantastic start to the week. Everything is well prioritized and organized. Great weekly C-level meeting with Luca. Great finance meeting with Edgar Ballesteros. Now a lunch break with the family in Mataro, and then back to work. Got some exciting calls lined up. We got motion going. Here for another week. Very nice outlook.
Mira esa carne, está fabulosa.
Okay, about to talk to a potential new hire for appointment setting. And I'm also in process of reviewing the final version of our sales dashboard. More on that later. Also went live with a new client, Vanessa van Edwards. Exciting stuff. Also get a huge shout out from former client Jesse Pujji on LinkedIn right now. Good stuff, good stuff. But now, let's go, bro. Talk soon. Bye-bye. Investing more into good people is part of leveling up. I'm realizing, like, if you told me that I might hire someone for appointment setting for that price a year ago, I would have gone, are you fucking insane? And now we're probably gonna do it. And I have very little resistance, honestly. That's the game right now. It's just like, get the best fucking people around us in their unique fields of expertise, and then just take over and level up together. So, yeah. He's gonna send a pitch, final agreements. We're gonna go through it, make a decision, maybe hopefully get started by next week. And now I have a call with Nina. Let's go. Hello, hello. Buenos días. ¿Qué tal?
Wenn der Name American, wenn dann
Quick Monday evening check-in. It's 9 p.m. and killing some more to-dos while waiting for food. About to have dinner with the fam. Amazing 5K with mom, cold shower, and feel like I just started a new day. But the highlight I wanted to share with you now is that former client and friend Jesse Pujji published both a LinkedIn post and a tweet on X where he followed the lead magnet principle of promising a resource in exchange for people commenting underneath their posts. Now the special thing about that one was that the lead magnet is a workshop that I hosted for Jesse, and I even talked about how this workshop came to be in a previous vlog. And the workshop itself actually led to 3 clients that we closed that were part of the workshop. And now, 4 months after the workshop, he actually published his lead magnet post. You can see it here on X now. 2 years ago, I hired an agency to revamp my LinkedIn profile. Since then, I've seen 3 times more inbound leads. I've asked the founder if I could share what he thought about LinkedIn profile upgrades, and he said yes, so that's what I'm doing. For context, in February of notus, you can see it's at 50k impressions, 690 or whatever, 60 comments. Exact same post with 600 comments. But all these vanity metrics matter less than what I'm going to show you next, which is our booked meetings channel, which is a Slack channel that we set up. This is the impact of case study posts, especially when the client himself posts about you. So today alone, we booked 13 sales calls, and that's not to count all the new followers, all the people that saw me for the first time. Just a positive perception, and who knows what else will come. Shout out Jesse and Andrew from Team Bootstrap Giants for actually doing this, for giving me a platform, for shouting me out. I appreciate y'all, and that's that. Now back to work. I have a vlog to review, and I'm working on an org chart as preparation for my coaching call tomorrow. More small things, probably gonna deprioritize some and move them to a different day. But yeah, feeling good, nice start to the week, and that's a Monday, my friends. The agency has optimized the LinkedIn profiles of 150 that people booked just today.
Wow, the sailing cake.
It's the most sales calls we ever booked, I think, in a day. Mehr als im Bootschirm. Even though I'm not active on Twitter, I realized that with all the traffic and reach and new followers, I should probably just put out like my most banging LinkedIn post as a thread that is super tactical in case people land here and they get taste of the value. Done now. For context, the post that I turned into a tweet is just a step-by-step playbook of how I scaled my company Notus to 7 figures in ARR. We're currently at 130k MRR, so we just hit a new milestone literally today. We closed another deal, so we're at 130k MRR. It's awesome, but it's also like we gotta keep on our toes, we gotta keep pushing because shit is not given. Anyhow, so this is what the post looks like. You'll find it on my LinkedIn, on my Twitter, but I gotta put this out. Welcome to YouTube, Iván y Carmen. Un placer de tenerlos. Little late night pre-sleep vlog views. That's how we keep them to once per week without exceptions. Let's get to sleep. GMJ, my friends, back at work here in Mataro. And I woke up to a beautiful inbound lead. Shout out Colin and Samir. I've been watching you guys for a couple of years now. They probably saw Jesse's post, I assume. I don't know what happens here, but look at this. Feels a little bit like a full circle moment. Very fun. Now let's book a meeting with these boys. We also just went live with another big client of ours, Beat Bühlmann from FinPension. Today we went live with the Hello LinkedIn post, which is always the same structure. It's about telling the story of how they got to where they are today and what they plan to do on LinkedIn so that it doesn't come off weird for them to start posting out of nowhere. Now he took it a step further because he also shouted me and the Notus team out, which is epic, right? It's like immediate social proof for us inside of a well-performing initial LinkedIn post.
And I got them Jordans on, but I still rock TNs. Money come clean, even though it's trapping season. And I ain't got shit.
We go into Finland, first time ever in Finland. It's gonna be interesting.
This is gonna be
Hey,
so interesting.
we get to travel to Helsinki for work. I'm gonna bring Tim with me to do a proper vlog.
Whoa, what a lucky guy. I want to do the vlog.
Actually, I'm gonna teach you how to use the Osmo. We can do it next time.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh.
What's going on, Selim?
Today was a great day, I think. To this day, probably most booked meetings in one day. And with that, I just wanted to check in with Marvin, so I gave him a FaceTime call to brag about my full calendar.
So this is this week's calendar. Everything red is sales calls, like either demos or closing calls. That's the compounding effect of case studies, social proof, happy clients, and just a bunch of content and touch points. That's my boy! We went from 3-week kickoffs to 3-week discovery calls. That's progression. I don't know what's going on, but my my X inbox that I haven't checked in a while has been interesting for, the level that I'm at on X. Then I go into message requests and I see a message of Ty Lopez, and he message just writes, "This is Ty Lopez. This is like a full circle moment from his garage to my DMs. Come on to the podcast." A young'un be like, yeah, but the thing is, do I say yeah? Ooh, what's up? Bro, that's another commission for you right there, my guy. We just had a conversation where we calculated how big Selim's commissions will be. And, well, May is going to be 5 figures, which is, it's a proper extra paycheck you get just, And then in the meantime, I was playing with Lovable and had like one of these moments of, holy shit, I just MVP'd a better tool than any software agency has yet proposed to us. But now it's still ugly, so I'm gonna see if I can make it more Notus-like.
Please. Drücken.
Dings gefahren, hä?
Toll ist.
Wie viel Pero hay uno
Sie gehen am Flughafen, so ein Netzwerk, der higher level ist.
Ja.
Top. Just dropped off the parents to go to the airport, and I got out here at Honest Greens on Avenida Diagonal because I'm meeting up with Edgar for a afternoon business meeting. We blocked a couple of hours to talk through LinkedIn, what he does with the Catalan Business Association, of which he's the president of. Kind of like a mix between consulting him for his own strategy, but then also, and that's the interesting part, to talk about the Spanish market and the potential to expand into the Spanish market. Because, you know, what I've realized is you need native speakers to build trust with folks, especially when you're creating content in those native languages. The interesting idea floating around is to copy-paste our infrastructure, our knowledge, our templates, our services, our brand, and to partner with like a Spanish managing director type beat. Have like a small Spanish SWAT team to just fulfill Spanish clients. That's a little bit of the idea I'm exploring. I don't know if it makes sense, but in our case, since our service is very straightforward and being able to teach it quite straightforward, let's see. But it will be a good meeting. And either way, I just want to do more business in Barcelona, so talking to folks like Edgar will be fun. And I'm gonna go to Honest Greens, get a coffee, wait for him to join me for lunch, and then take it from there. Let's get it. ¿Quieres introducir al blog rapidito?
A los amigos de YouTube, soy Edgar, director de APD Cataluña. Que tengáis un feliz día.
He's a professional. He's a freaking professional.
Todo el día estoy hablando.
Pero te gusta, ¿no?
Me encanta. No he reservado, pero creo que habrá sitio aquí, espera.
Perfecto, vamos.
Toda esta zona de aquí, digamos que es donde se mueve el corazón financiero de Barcelona. Entonces estamos en un sitio muy emblemático, muy clásico, porque al final nuestro perfil de directivo es normalmente hombre o mujer de 50 años para arriba. Pero claro, nosotros tenemos que empezar a rejuvenecer también nuestros socios. Entonces hay que empezar a entrar con gente joven. Pero casar la gente joven con las empresas tradicionales es muy difícil. Sí.
Vermouth for lunch. That's a first.
Y ahora el tema de la marca personal entre los CEOs se está poniendo mucho de moda. En el mundo de los CEOs hay un nicho de negocio de la hostia.
Hay que darle duro. Y yo lo hago eso desde 7 años, personal branding.
Ya que no sé.
Y al principio tenía que convencer a la gente qué es, por qué es importante. Y ahora solo hay que decirles cómo hacerlo.
Mira, Marvin, en mi mundo,
sí,
en lo que hacemos, tu tío te forrarías de uno. Pasa una cosa en Cataluña, el directivo catalán es muy humilde. No le gusta salir y decir...
En Suiza es exacto lo mismo. Pero al final empiezan a trabajar con nosotros y dicen, ¿cuántos followers he ganado?
Y eso es lo que yo quiero.
Classic business lunch, come on.
¿Por qué quería también quedar a comer contigo?
Lo bueno es que tú ya entiendes el valor de personal branding. Así como tú hablas de marca personal, es como si ya lo sabes.
Yo lo tengo claro, pero hasta ahora, por vergüenza, por humildad, por lo que fuera, no quería hacerlo.
Sí.
Ahora quiero y necesito hacerlo, tío. O sea, ahora lo que yo quiero es que tanto a mi empresa aquí en Cataluña como a mí se me conozca. Lo primero es una estrategia de LinkedIn, cómo hacerlo.
Tú ya tienes todo offline, ahora hay que mostrar lo que tienes offline online, ¿no? Eso es.
Esto es, tío.
Sí.
Pero me decía él, o no haces nada o lo haces todo. Si te quedas a medias, no sirve para nada. Gracias. Esta no la he probado, ¿eh? Luego que sale es espectacular, tío. Bien, ¿no?
Sí, está bien. Está bien.
La gente que manejo yo en mi empresa son todos decisores. Son los que tienen el poder del budget, los que firman.
Sí.
Si no es muy lento y muy desgastante, tío. Entonces tienes que hacer que una persona te conecte, que tenga credibilidad, que es importante, te conecte. Y a partir de ahí... ¿Y esto cómo se hace? De manera presencial. Es mi experiencia offline.
Y ahora lo que yo estoy pensando es, bueno, seguir eso offline, exacto como tú dices, y combinarlo con una estrategia de marketing.
Ahora esto sabes de esto, tío.
En español,
sí,
copiando nuestra estrategia de inglés y dale duro. ¿Dónde estamos ahora?
Ahora mismo estamos en Diagonal Contuset, el centro financiero de Barcelona.
Y lo más importante, la oficina de la APD.
La oficina de la APD está en este edificio modernista. Por dentro ya verás, es precioso.
Vamos, precioso. Doing business in Barcelona. Always wanted to do that. Gracias, crack.
Mira, vas a entrar aquí y puedes grabar lo que quieres, tío.
Perfecto. Hostia.
Ahí se genera conocimiento y aquí se establecen conexiones.
Vamos. lo que tratas de enseñar a la gente para que vende bien? ¿Qué son los skills o lo que hacen que...?
Primero que no tengan miedo, tío. Entre el mundo comercial siempre diferenciamos entre hunters y farmers. Hunters, los que van con el colmillo y venden, farmers, los que fidelizan, ¿vale?
Sí.
Entonces un comercial tiene que ser los dos, pero en este mundo nosotros que vamos a captar empresas tiene que ser hunter. Entonces normalmente los comerciales, pues por nervios, por el perfil que visitan, por miedos, entonces yo les digo, no tengáis miedo. O sea, prefiero que os paséis que no os quedéis a medias.
El miedo del rechazo, ¿no?
Mucho. Yo soy un jefe muy emocional y que se relaciona de manera muy personal con ellos, pero he aprendido con los años que hay que también mantener un poco de separación. Yo eso no lo sabía hacer antes. He aprendido muchas cosas que me las han dado ante los golpes, tío.
Holy cow, my friends. I just had 3 hours of freaking despair here in Barcelona because I wrapped up my meeting with Edgar, took a taxi and went to Soho House to get work done. I want to record a segment on the balcony with Max, who also just arrived in Barcelona, by the way. He's going to be here for a couple of days. He's going to be sick. And the Osmo is nowhere to be found. The camera is fucking gone. There's Max. And I realized it's like I look for my backpack 10 fucking times and it's nowhere. It must be in the taxi. But who's the fucking taxi? I was like, what the fuck do I do? I have just like this receipt. So I go to this random taxi driver. I'm like, bro, what can I do? He sends my information and my US number into a group chat. And then a Spanish number calls me directly. Yeah. And it's a taxi driver. Yeah. He's like, bro, I got your camera. I'm like, where are you? And I'm like, he's like, where you at? And I'm like, I'm at the same place. Okay, come down in a minute. Sorry, now I get to properly say hi to Max. Arrived in Barcelona. And now, a little snacky snack. Head to Mataro. Woo!
Magst du mischen? Klar.
Ohne zu viel Druck muss man ja aber nicht. Du findest Galaga ist. Cross? Jetzt gerade sehr tough. Welche? Also ich sehe jetzt across all the clubs. Mhm. Das ist gut. Guess who's going to Vienna soon?
Let's go, baby.
We're gonna visit the Funkhaus in Vienna with Hubert to shoot some content for him. I also got his approval that I can film my own YouTube video documenting the trip with Tim. Hopefully we'll get Max with us as well. We're gonna need some Vienna represent. Yeah, just got the budget approved, aligned roughly on timetable and topics that we want to film. But it's really like a pilot to just try and capture as much as possible. And hopefully to really start another personal branding chapter for Hubert, which is the whole YouTube podcast video arc. And, you know, not as a guest, but rather as the host, as the medium himself. If we're lucky, we can even stay at the Funkhaus, but it's not given. Maybe probably going to be Motel 1, maybe Funkhaus, if the pop-up hotel is ready already.
Quick shout out to, I just had a check-in call with Samir. He's editorial lead. He's responsible for content quality for all of the English posts that we write. This used to be like in my hands, right? English QA. And it's really easy to forget how much work it is and how much he's actually carrying. So shout out to you, Samir.
Quick coffee, sales call. Let's get her going. Hello. Top call.
All my intentions are venomous. I feel like Severus. Play both sides like I'm happy. Moving like hyper, some practice. Moving in silence is hocus
Good day. Work is exciting. Work is crazy. Work is intense. But we're making progress. We don't know yet if we're gonna flex MRR numbers or how publicly we can share numbers, but since this is so far in the future,
130k MRR.
as of today, we're at 130k MRR signed contracts, all with 3-month cancellation notices, not counting in any setup fees or one-time coaching / incubation sprints.
Revenue.
This is purely subscription revenue. It's like a high-price software subscription, but for agency service. We're gonna hire 1 to 2 A players, at least. So we're reinvesting, but we're doing it in a smart way, not in a like, ooh, we're now a scale-up, let's burn all the cash we're generating and fucking burn out, but rather just like make the right investments and then rather pay 2 or 3k more for the best people to also be able to do their best work. The reason this is compounding is because I stuck to the same niche, to the same fucking topic of personal branding is broad, but still I stuck to providing personal branding services for now almost 5 years.
I don't want to generalize, but I get the feeling that a lot of people don't have the patience to see through. There's been a lot of times during these past 1.5 years where I was like, am I gonna do this forever? Right? It's like,
bro, it doesn't really matter which path you choose. You just gotta start climbing the mountain, and like, if you're gonna switch paths, you're gonna have to go down the mountain and climb it again.
Exactly.
And so that's where I'm like, god damn, that's the one big compounding effect I'm noticing, is that I've been kind of climbing the same mountain, and a couple of times I kind of started going down a little bit and trying to climb a different one, but I kind of stayed on track. And that's a huge takeaway for me. Like, no matter what you do, I'm not saying you can never course correct, and if you don't see any progress, of course, then at some point you gotta probably switch it up, do something else. But if you got some motion, every mountain will feel hard at some point, and like and you will face a lot of bumps along the way, but that's the shit that gets you to the next level. But yeah, fam, that's the spirit. Now we're gonna get dinner in Old Town Mataro.
it feels good in these moments to zoom out and be like, yo, we've gotten really far, and we've stacked up a lot of small moments where you're like, where you maybe didn't feel like you see it through.
When we're doing this reflection, I feel like, well, we still haven't made it. Like, I'm still the young kid trying to make it, but I've actually been enjoying the day to day for the past years, and that's what I feel like is the biggest reward of it all. And everything else will pan itself out. Just gotta be surrounded by the right.
Today you're winning life. Baby.
That's it, baby.
Come on.
That's it.
Now let's get some burgers.
Yeah. Something good. Wo sind wir hier? Wo gehen wir hin? Well, now can you introduce the one and only Nico from Gula?
This burger, fucking crazy burger.
Oh, this is the pork belly, yeah?
Yeah, that's the pork belly, the crack.
I mean, you fuck with the pork bellies, no?
I do fuck with the pork belly.
You fuck with the pork bellies. Bro, served by the chef himself. That's cool. Fuck yes.
And the pork.
We had it before. We're doing it again. Trying the burger of the month.
Looks pretty juicy. One bite everywhere usual.
Wenn man Lust drauf hat, sicher krass. Ja. Ja? Schmeckt?
It's the double meatiness that really hits it out of the park. You have the double patty, so it's actually the triple meatiness, and then you have the pork belly. It is very fatty, but you have to embrace that.
Which you do, like a king.
I'd give it an 8.2.
We're in the calisthenics arc in Mataro. So today, Friday, will be all about just closing the loops.
One sip, everybody knows the rules. It's not bad, but
Not my favorite mix.
yeah.
Ja.
Du trägst keine Liebe in mir. Baby, sag mir, warum liebst du diesen Typ mit den Nikes?
Great to see you. It's going well. Max and I carry now 11 projects together. Just my homies, I guess. I told Selim yesterday, I can't wait until I have him around me again because I'm not just doing shit, man.
¿Pura? Ya. Muchas gracias.
That was lunch break. Now Fridays with Notus. Finished
What is
the
Fridays with Notus?
Fridays with Notus is our weekly meeting. It's the weekly team meeting where we all get together and kind of just recap the week, reflect on the week. We give it a score from 1 to 10. We also share our highlight of the week. We share our person of the week. Anyone who helped us, empowered us that week. And it's also just a good opportunity to chat.
See the chocolate powder?
Wow. And then a couple hours of deep work, and then we're gonna do all you can eat sushi.